I do another live session as I'm now 1 year an owner of a Mustang Mach. I thought I'd show you a little bit what exact car I got and what modifications I did, and maybe just talk about it and also show you around what I got. Also, I made a lot of do-it-yourself videos on how to do stuff and just talk about all that stuff. So as you see here, here's my dashboard. I got one of the newer software versions where you got already the sketch, and I believe it is the 2.4.2. Then I got the white interior with the glass roof, the panoramic roof. It's the premium edition standard range rear-wheel drive. I thought I start with an outside tour and then I keep going with an inside tour. Hey phone tech, how are you? So as you see, the white interior looks pretty slick. I got it now for a year. You don't see any dirt, you don't see any stains. I wipe it off every now and then. There's really no issues. Then, like I said, let's start with the outside. If you open the hood, some modification which I did here is I added ports where I can access the battery. So if you ever need a jump for the 12 volt, I got here easy access. Then I had the dividers removed for a while. I realized I actually really pretty like them, so I keep them in there. As you remember, I did a video how you can inside pull here the manual release from the charger door. So you just pull out here the whole cover and then you get to it. 12 volt batteries in here. Behind here is the fuse box. Pretty easy access, you just pull out the panels. Then let's keep going around the car. I modified here the charger door. If you see here, there's a 3D printed piece in here. Let me show you also from the bottom. That prevents the door from opening more. Usually original is like a 90-degree angle. Now it's probably a 80-degree angle. And if you get an impact here, you might damage here the metal here. So it gives it a little bit more space and like a suspension from an impact. Then let's keep walking here. I put here the seal in that prevents a bit the wind noise from on a highway. Some people complain about wind noise, and I haven't done the glass roof and front chill wind recall, which I will do next week. I got already an appointment for it, so I hope this will solve the issue and then I can actually remove the seal. It's not professionally installed, I did it, so it could be a little bit more straight and more nice. I think you see here the bumpy thing. I got it installed like 9 months ago, so 3M tape holds pretty slick. Then let's keep going. I got here some louvers installed. They're pretty nice. They're just with a 3M tape. They got here some drain holes. So I just washed the car. There's no droplets, nothing. I mean, I didn't polish it. Just give it a easy wash. Then what else I got here? Oh yeah, here I got a spoiler. This is the version 2 spoiler from AOSK. People ask what's the difference between version 1 and version 2. I show you here. This is the version 2 spoiler. If you put them here side by side, the version 2 is a little bit wider, and here the insert is a little bit a different shape. I mean, you see here, this, I gotta put it on the floor so I can hold the camera. This shape is different than this shape. and here is a little bit more out. Other than that, it's more or less the same spoiler. Let me put it side by side again. I hope you can see it. Also, let me show it from the other side, maybe a better light. So this spoiler, this version 2 spoiler is a bit wider, looks more aggressive. I like this one. It has the same color as up here. It looks OEM, and you just stick it on with a 3M tape. Really nice. They got also one spoiler which is just straight. This is this one. Some people would call it the Tesla spoiler. Same thing here. 3M sticky tape. Fits on really nice. I have not installed another spoiler than this one yet, but sooner or later I'm planning to make a video with comparison, so you can really see it side by side. Same camera angle for all installed. One thing which I think it's pretty cool, but I have had no time to install it yet, is that roof spoiler. If you look here, that will be only stick down with 3M tape. It looks really nice and sharp. I think it gives it a little bit of touch. Let me show you from the other side. Gotta slide it down a little bit. So I'm gonna install that at one point. I just need to make sure I'm not driving the car for a couple of days, so it actually can dry out and bond with the adhesive. So let me put those spoilers back. Another thing which I did on the rear, I blacked out here these corners. They're usually red. Not everybody recognizes this, that this is not OEM, because like the black vehicle, you won't see it. Then another thing I did is I blacked out here the light. When the lights are on, you really see them still well, especially at night, but during the day it's all blacked out. I did the same thing with this reverse light, and also here with the reflectors. The reflector, I mean, you see I stand in the sun, you barely see it. If the sun is there, it's still reflecting. And we had one more reflector here in the front, which is also blacked out. See, I'm standing as a shade, you won't see it. If I get out of and leave the sun reflected, it works still great. It works at night really great. During the day, it's just blacked out. So I'm working on a video for those reflector stripe blackouts and the rear light blackouts. That will come soon. I recently made a video about that license plate holder. I think it looks pretty slick with the Mach on it. I'm not a big fan of it because license plate frames are too wide for this. I already bought a narrow license plate frame for this, and even the narrow one is super tight and I touch the bumper. This is what I really don't like too much on it. Most people know my video with the rubber O-rings to lock the original cover. I installed here the rollout cover. The rollout cover is pretty cool. I mean, like you know it from other cars, you pull it, you put it back in. One thing here is it just hooks into here, then it goes back here into the seat belt. Let me show you on the other side, maybe better light. And installed with 3M tape, front bracket as well. You could put a screw in, which I didn't. I used 3-4 layers of 3M tape. Same here. You make sure it lines up here with this line, the hole, so there's all the same. And it took me a while to figure out. I put a lot of 3M tape and a lot of heat, so that helped. I'm gonna make a video about that as well. If you're patient, you can install it and work. If you're not patient, maybe leave it. Another thing I installed is this cargo net. The cargo net is a really great feature. If you have small items, you just put them under it and they don't roll around. The one thing though is this American version doesn't come with those hooks here. I installed those hooks. It's kind of hard to find them, but in the end you just drill a tiny hole through that cover and put the cargo mat, put the hook in, screw it just in as a thread, Once it's installed, it's great. It's also solid. I did that the same thing on the other side. So one more thing I did here in the trunk area. Let me lift it up. I installed that cover. What you might see is here's a hole missing for the third child seat. I don't need it. I was a test user of this cover. It goes with Velcro. You see here, it's just with a Velcro made on, stick down to this rear seat. It's a real nice protection, especially when you lay the seat flat and have some cargo in it. Let me close up here. I saw that rear seat cover is currently on back order, but I was told they will have soon some available again. So what else did I do? Here's the other Louvers, again, nice, clean. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I put a paint protection film here on the pillars. It's from OCD Plug. That paint protection film makes it really nice and shiny, and you don't have to worry about scratches. They have a really great product, and if you mess it up, they do a great replacement warranty, or how you call it. I mean, you just call them and usually they send you a new one. They're awesome guys there. So let's start on the inside. What did I do on the inside? I got these switch panels. They're nice. They have a little bit of carbon fiber look. There's different styles available. Again, they're only with 3M tape. Also, if you pull on it, you can remove them again if you ever have to. Probably a heat gun will help. I installed those little rubber inserts with the pony on it. A lot of people say, oh, too many ponies. But I mean, go with the camera around. You really have to search them to find them. They're just hidden ponies. So what I got here is another cool feature. I put a garbage bag in here. It even has a light here, which lights it up at night. I never thought I will need a garbage bag in my car, but actually I really like this. I got here the Ford rubber floor mats. They're great to have. I mean, they fit here. They are OEM. They just have a little bit always this gray shine, which some people don't like. I don't mind. One thing I have planned is I want to put here paint protection because the belt always bounces on it. That's one future project. Let me go back to the trunk. I forgot to show you the OEM rubber mat in here. As you know, the trunk has two levels. You can set it higher and lower. It really depends which one you want. But if it's on the higher, what I'm now, it fits really well. Here also in the cargo area, I put this paint protection film, which is an awesome feature so you don't scratch your bumper. I wish they had something which goes a little bit more over the edges here, also a little bit up here, but so far nobody has that. So what else do I have installed on the car? Oh yeah, now I remember. Here again you see the ponies. I got here a little tray. There's different manufacturers. I use the AOSK supplier. It's pretty good. It fits in here slick and doesn't rumble around, nothing. I put here a paint protection film on it because I had that scratched one time and I had to get it replaced at the Ford dealer. Actually not scratched, it was cracked, like almost like a glass piece. Then I tried different charging trays. I put it in. It's silicone based. The phone has a decent size, it won't slide, has some pockets here. Charging is a little bit better, still not the best. I put in the sports pedals, all three of them. They're really nice. I tried to put an accent line here with a red, but some of the gaps are so tight I couldn't get it in. Then what do I got down here? I got here a safe. Make up your own mind why you need a safe, what I lock here, but sometimes you get into a parking lot and you just want to hide some stuff and don't want to carry it with you. You can leave it here. And I just put some Velcro. I got our own installation video how to put that in. Then I run a harness into here to the fuse box for my dash cam, which is installed here. So I got a rear and the front dash cam. I use the Viovo. I don't want to say it's the best product, there's sure better out there, but it's decent. So again here the pony rubber mats. I ran the cable up here, in here, and also all the way to the back on the side. Some people say go on the glass roof, just along and tug it in, will probably work as well. I did not do that. So what else I got? I got screen protection film. I don't know if you see it. Also here. I like those because it keeps my fingerprints away. The only thing is when you turn it off the car, close, you will see you lose a little bit the gloss of the screen. It's more like a matte screen, and that's why I have both protection, so they match. I had a sunroof cover installed over the summer. I thought it will help with the heat. I removed it in September where we still had days over 100 degrees. Me as the driver, I couldn't tell much of a difference. If you sit in the front and you put your head up, you always see the white stuff. You don't really see the sunroof. I gotta admit though, I park always on the roof. My car's in the night in the garage, and at work I have also a roof, so maybe that's also a reason why I don't notice it too much. I got here, as I just saw it, here's the fast track. The best is you install it here in the black piece, so you can keep the tall transponder here. What else I have to tell about the car? People keep asking me about software updates. I believe nobody knows when and what software update you get. When I check my software update, I go just here settings and where's the updates? System updates. It will probably tell me system is up to date. No, actually it says 2.4.1. Yeah, that's right. I had that installed last week. Some people have already 2.4.4 or something like that. It really depends when your car was built, what dealer software updates you have on it. The dealer can't push those updates. They're just different than the dealer installs each module update separate. I have next week a dealer appointment where they will hopefully put the customer satisfaction program in it, and hopefully I will get Blue Cruise. I got my car last year in February and still I don't have Blue Cruise. So everybody which has it out there, be happy with it. Enjoy Blue Cruise as long as you can. I'm a little bit surprised with the BO system. I was hoping it's a little bit louder. It has a good sound quality. It's not super loud though. Maybe it's just my hearing which gets old, or maybe it's just not as loud as it should be. What else I want to tell about the car? The car is great. I enjoy the ride. It's an incredible machine. It has some software glitches which I just hope over the time they will solve it. And other than that, I really love it. I'll probably keep it for a while. I might exchange it at one point for something more affordable, so keep my payment lower. Other than that, I will keep riding it as long as I can. And the range does not matter for me too much, as I live in a warm climate. That's why I have a standard range, and the range hasn't changed much in winter versus summer, just maybe 10%. I don't even think 10%, more like 5 to 8%. So for me it's always enough range. I charge at home. I did a few road trips in the last year. I live in Northern California, so I drove down to Southern California. I had no problems with charging, except that sometimes a charging station won't work, but usually there's plenty of chargers at a location, so I can just plug into a different one. What else I have experienced over the last year? I went a few times to the dealer for some glitches. Sometimes the dealer experience can be a bit frustrating, but we got to be understanding that the dealers are also new with this incredible machine, so they need some learning process as well. I had never an issue where I was stranded. I was able to fix most of my things. Sometimes you gotta ignore error codes or messages, or just try it again. Maybe unplug the 12 volt battery if you wanna, avoid a dealer visit. Yeah, I did some minor modifications. Actually, I just saw one I never mentioned earlier. I did put also the mud flaps on. People which follow my channel, they know about them. I don't really know if I actually have use for them, as I live in such a warm climate, but I kind of think they look stylish on the car. Other than that, I would recommend this car. I keep driving it for another bit. There's a lot of things you can modify your own. A little bit frustrating is that there's so many Mustang owners out there. They don't see it as a Mustang and they start yelling at you at the street. I had more bad experiences than good experiences, but I just started to go out of the way from those people. Yeah, if anybody's waiting for the car, just wait for it. You will not regret it. Everybody else which has the car already, most of them, they really enjoy it. Some have lemons, which is with every car. So I had a great year with it. Lots of experience and cool time. So thanks for watching. That was my recap from the 1 year ownership of the car, with showing all what I did. And I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.